Hi guys, Ronnie here in the house this time, not out in the shop quite yet, but I want to show you how to take plywood edges, whether you're going to use them for tabletops or shelves like I did here, how you can dress them up for either paint or stain and give them a nice finished look. Let's head out to the shop and I'll show you how it's done. All right, back out here in the shop. I got my items laid out. Let me show you what we're going to use today. Okay, this is the plywood edge we're going to be dressing up today. And here are the other parts we're going to be using. A knife, scissors, a birch plywood adhesive strip, sandpaper, sandblock, an iron, and a trimming cutter. So what we're going to do is we're going to adhere this birch veneer strip onto the edge of this birch plywood. And how you do that is with an iron. It has glue on the back and the glue melts from the heat and then will stick on the edge. I just bought this brand new iron because I've been using my wife's iron and she encouraged me to buy a separate iron for my shop. So I encourage you to do the same if you're going to get into doing this kind of work. Here's the unfinished edge of the plywood. Not very attractive, but we're going to remedy that. So right here I'm making sure there's a smooth edge that I can apply my strip to. Pulling out a section of strip a little bit wider than the board so it'll overhang on each side. Right here I'm getting ready to apply it, so I'm lining it up. The strip is actually a little bit wider than the plywood, so I'm having it overhang equal on each side, just feeling with my fingers. And as I'm applying heat, I'm adjusting as I go. The overhang you want to have because as you're pushing the iron forward, it'll tend to pull the strip along with it. Doing the edges, curling the edges at a 45 to get a good seal. It's nice and stuck on. Now all we got to do is cut off the ends and trim the edges up. So there's a couple of options for cutting off the ends here. You can use a pair of scissors, some side cutters. I've used scissors in the past, but I'm actually going to try something on this video that I've never tried before. So we'll see if it's a huge success or going down in flames. Let me show you what that's going to be. So here I'm putting the finished edge down, face down, and I'm going to get my utility knife. I got a brand new blade in there, so it's super sharp. And here I'm just going to put nice firm pressure and an even stroke as I cut off right against the edge of the plywood. Just like that. Turned out pretty good. Do the other side, same way. And that's a nice close cut. Now it's time to trim. I got my trimming tool. Trim the edges on both sides. And then it'll be time to sand it. So got my block sander, sanding pad, use about 220 grit, go on each edge. I do like a 45 bevel on the corners. Just get it nice and smooth, feel with your fingers. And here is the finished look. That turned out fantastic in my opinion. Look at the grain on that. Now that would be great for staining or painting. Hey, thanks for stopping by and I'll catch you on the next video.